Sagittarius, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm your host Tina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing your weekly tarot reading. This one is for February 15th to the 21st. Hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you have a great upcoming week as well. So today we're going to be doing the tarot for February 15th to the 21st. Now if you're new, a few things you should know is I pulled two layers. The first one's just to get a general idea of the energies that are happening for you. Then we'll go in and we'll clarify those by pulling a second layer. And then I do also pre-shuffle, but I like to shuffle here on camera with you. It helps me tune into your energies. We're going to take a look at the recent past, the current energies and situation you're navigating this week, and then the near future, what is coming towards you, Sagittarius. So let's go ahead and see. For Sagittarius, we're going to stop here. Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, committed, dedicated energy this week. What's on your mind? What's got you a little guarded, a little protecting yourself? Knight of Wands is at the bottom. So far, no major arcanas, which is pretty nice. So, because it's, major arcanas represent like these major turning points in our life where we actually absorb these big life lessons. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Swords energy. She's known as the divorced woman. She could be a little icy, a little cold, but it's about making decisions that require you to kind of make head over heart decisions, right? She, for me, is like a minor arcana justice card. It's like she's making decisions to figure out what's at the root of a problem so that we can kind of uproot it, extinguish it, and restore order. So there's that sense of like making decisions and having to make head over heart decisions, but looking beneath the surface when making these decisions. Overall energy is the Page of Wands. It's like you're really like open to a new direction, but one foot in, one foot out here, Sagittarius, in a way. One foot in, one foot out in a way, but you're definitely open with the Page of Wands. Like you're just at the beginning. If you've even started this new journey, I think you're entertaining some direction here that you may not have considered before. You may not have seen potential before, but now you're actually kind of starting to see potential. You're starting to see some growth or the potential for growth here. But like a student, right? That's the overall energy. You're having a lot to learn, a lot yet to be discovered. Permission to explore. That's the overall energy. Queen of Pentacles is the current situation. This is a nurturing energy. But I also feel like it's an energy that you're taking on this week of like nurturing yourself. She is the working mom archetype. But what I love about her energy is though, while she's fantastic about taking care of other people and investing in other people, she knows the value in self-care and self-love. She always carves out time to take care of herself. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening for you a bit this week as well. Yes, you're very nurturing, you're very caring, but I feel like an element of like giving that same love and attention to yourself this week. In the challenge position, we have the Six of Cups, right? Something in the past here. I don't know if you're missing something. There's a nostalgia for you of something in the past, maybe something that felt familiar here. Maybe there's a person here. We're going to go in and clarify. With where your mind is at and what you're focused on, we have the Five of Cups here. This is having a focus on a little bit on the things that have been going wrong, the things that haven't turned out the way you'd hoped in your life, right? Maybe there is even a specific situation here that really didn't turn out the way you'd hoped, and it feels like a loss, right? It definitely does, and it's got your mind. I want to say your mind is on it, but like the approach you're taking contradicts that a little bit. So it's like that's why it kind of feels like one foot in and one foot out. Because even though your mind is on the sadness, your approach is the Six of Swords, right? This is you like kind of transitioning from where you've been into like a healthier, calmer place energetically and emotionally, right? It's knowing that it's in your best interest to do so. And I see the Six of Cups here, and it's like diagonal with the Six of Swords. And it just feels like there's something here that you're moving on mentally, but you carry the past with you still. So it's not like you've got the Fool here and there's no baggage and, you've let it all go. I mean, it's still with you, but it is much healthier and much more organized this week. In your environment, we have the Nine of Wands. It's a card of perseverance, but it's also a card that's got you like guarded, right? Look at this like basic wall. Basically, it's a wall behind this person that they've built. And it's like, you do want to have healthy boundaries, but we always like want to be careful that boundaries don't become walls. And it has a little bit of that feeling here. Like you've been through something here, and at this point it's like, there's a sense of like, kind of guarding yourself, protecting yourself, not maybe letting people in too much just yet. It is, though, a card of courage and a card of perseverance, but it's not an easy energy, right? It feels like almost like a test of faith, a test of your will, if that makes sense. This isn't a light-hearted energy, though you're trying to transition into a much lighter energy. Coming towards you is the Four of Cups. You got the 4, the 5, the 6 of Cups here. Whew. You're into your emotions this week. 4 of Cups is like, just like with where your mind is at, like I feel like there's a focus on what's went wrong, what's not going right, you know, instead of like what you do have, what you can be grateful for, what is going right for you. Because when you look at this character, I mean, the picture says it all. He's looking at these 3 cups, they're perfectly good in front of him. And maybe that's kind of what's happening. I think you might start noticing what is in front of you, but they're perfectly good, but he's not motivated, he's not excited, he's sitting there, arms crossed, legs crossed, like over it, right? It's a literal I'm over it type of energy. And when you see this card, it's actually an invitation from the universe to start adopting like an attitude of gratitude, right? Because when we're in that energy of not appreciating what we do have, not seeing how lucky you might actually be, it blocks blessings from coming in. Like you see there's this hand from the cloud trying to offer this cup, but he's in no state to see it, to accept it. You know, it's that kind of energy. All right, let's go in and clarify. You guys know me. I always tell the truth when I read these cards. I am the soft truth. I'm not the hard truth. I'm the soft truth. So let's see, for you, Sagittarius, what is happening? You know, there's readers out there, bless their souls, but they'll be like, love is coming in. Oh my God, da, 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 da. They just become like, I don't know, it's way out there. The cards represent energies. At any moment, you can pivot these energies. You know what I mean? You make a choice. Every day, every moment, you make the choice to choose which energies you want to be in. So let's go ahead and clarify. We're going to stop there then. Let's take you. I see the 6 of Swords sticking out. Queen of Cups is the situation. All right. Very beautiful. Yeah. Two of Wands is at the bottom. Yeah, it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Just like this 2 of Wands. They're getting ready to step out of their comfort zone, although they're still in their comfort zone. So it's kind of like 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. Recent past, we have the Knight of Cups with the Queen of Swords. I don't know. You could have been with the Knight of Cups just like, instead of making decisions, you were just kind of like hanging out, avoiding it a little bit. You know, the Knight of Cups, he's not the Queen of Cups. He's not the King of Cups. He's the Knight of Cups. He's like little Romeo, very charming, very charismatic, excited to fill his cup kind of anywhere, superficially. And so it's a bit like that. But then you stepped into this energy of like cutting stuff out. You're in that energy of cutting things out. You're trying to get to the root of what's been bothering you in the situation. And you're just like, done. I got to make head over heart decisions. And that's in the recent past. Let's talk about your overall energy. Page of Wands, clarifying that we got the 8 of Pentacles. I think you're thinking about the work that lays ahead of you in a situation here. You're definitely not done. I think you're just at the beginning stages. I think you're in a state of transition here. But there's a very committed and dedicated energy on your part. Even as the current energy is the Queen of Pentacles here. It's a very dedicated, committed, and stable energy. But the 8 of Pentacles is one of the hardest working energies. And it's also a card that represents like making sacrifices. Short term for the long term, right? Investing a lot of your time and energy into a situation. Mastering something here. But you're definitely open to a new direction. And with that direction, you know there's work that lays ahead. Situation is the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. I feel like self-love is coming through, honestly. It just feels like that. Like with the Queen of Cups, you're leading with your heart. You know, she for me represents unconditional love, a safe space. There's a lot of intuition with the Queen of Cups. Like, you know, it's the kind of energy that can understand people without words, right? It's just like understanding vibrations. In the challenge position, clarifying that 6 of Cups is the 10 of Cups. This could definitely be family for a lot of you, or a person, you know, when I say family, family does not have to be blood kin. It's anybody that you see as family. We also choose our family. And then there's, of course, the family we do not choose. But, you know, whoever you see as family. But this isn't a challenge position. Some relationship here is a challenge for you this week. There once was a lot of happiness. There was once a time where this felt truly content, truly fulfilling. But that time is not now. Something here with that 5 of Cups did not turn out the way you'd liked. With the 5 of Swords on your mind as well, you also are like, have I been telling myself lies? Because the 5 of Swords, yeah, it's a card about a falling out, and there could definitely have been a falling out with somebody you love here, somebody who's you considered family here. But there's also with the 5 of Swords the element of, was I telling myself lies? Was I just lying to myself, right? It's like that. And then from there, you transition straight to the 6 of Swords. You're ready to move on to calmer waters. And what I love is the devil is here as well in your approach. People get afraid of seeing the devil. I don't. As I always say, and I'll say it again, the devil's always in our lives, right? And it takes on different forms for each of us. But the devil's usually in the shadows. When it falls on our spread, this means to me that you are putting light on something here. Something here, again, were you lying to yourself? It's, you know, these are the thoughts you're entertaining yourself. But something here, you know, had some kind of control, some temptation over you. And it's the invisible chains, right? It's from habits to behaviors to mental patterns to our automatic responses to things. It doesn't matter. There's something here that had a controlling element on you, and you're ready to move away from it because you've put light on it, because you're aware of it. And with that awareness, you're taking responsibility and you're transitioning. That's fantastic. In the environment can be another Sagittarius. Here we have Temperance. But I feel like you're starting to get a deeper understanding, honestly. I think you're coming from a colder energy into a much warmer energy here. It's like you could see the transition happening this week. You're still like, you still got a wall up here. But I think you're starting to have a deeper understanding of like, maybe can you let your guard down? Can you let somebody in here? But Temperance is about being very patient. And because you have a deeper understanding, it comes from a lot of personal growth. And with that deeper understanding, you're avoiding extremes and you're trying to take a middle path. You're really being patient and trying to take a middle path here. And it takes courage for you as well, and you have it. And you have it. Coming towards you is the 4 of Cups, clarified by the 4 of Wands. I think you might have something to start celebrating. I think you're really going to start looking at something in front of you and feeling really good about it. I don't think it occurs to you just yet because the 4 of Wands speaks of hitting milestones, and milestones are our hard work paying off. And I think it's going to come to you all of a sudden that you're actually further than you thought you were. That you are like, you've made a lot of progress and you may not even be aware of it, right? With that 4 of Wands. But there's a foundation, can be family as well. Something worth celebrating, reaching a personal milestone here. And that's kind of what's coming towards you, I think, is the awareness that you are further than you thought, that you've made more progress than you think. And that's kind of what it's feeling like. But you're definitely shifting from a colder to a warmer energy here, Sagittarius. All right, I am going to leave it there for you. Of course, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If anything did resonate, like and subscribe. Thank you for letting me tune into your energies. I'll see you all next week.